Guys, wow. As you can see, it's quite a bit. Yeah, it's quite a bit hot. Than expected. Although yeah, it's off and on, but yeah. Anyway, guys. So we're gonna continue from where we left off. But before we start, I would like to wait for some people to join, so that we can kick off. But in the meantime, I'll just go over my notes while I wait. Yes. So yes, we can start. We can start. Um. So so again, we're gonna continue from where we left off. So I'm just gonna give just one or two recap of what we discussed earlier on today. Again, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, so that it won't be as if I'm reading a novel, whereas I'm not reading a novel anyway. So yes, so earlier on, spoke about the next part. We spoke about women and girls that suffer the most violence due to equality and discrimination. They are more at risk of exploitation. Okay, I would have said they're more at risk of exploitation. Women, and we also spoke that women's economic rights. Then we also said that women don't have the same rights. They don't have the same economic rights as men. In unpaid care work, lack of fair pay, um, job security, poor poor working condition, and limited opportunities, which we mentioned. Limited opportunities, sorry, also, and owning a land that is either by owning a land or it has been inherited. Um, then we also said that women spend twice as much time and more time on domestic work, and is considered when women work longer hours. Guys, you see, guys, bear with me. Guys, you see, that is what is current. That is what is happening. That is what is happening all over the world. That's what is happening in. That's what is happening in a lot of African countries. Is what is happening in Nigeria. But the thing is actually more of Nigeria that this is all this is kind of happening. Hi, welcome. Oh, okay, so I'm your teacher, right? Okay, so if I'm your teacher, then make sure you have your notepad. Make sure you have your notepad or your iPad so you can take note then. Um, okay, so it's actually mainly what is happening more in Nigeria. But the issue is that is mostly these young girls, these young girls that are from these young girls that are like age like from 13, 14, 17, 18. Oh, okay. um, oh, hi, Andy. Oh, thank you so much. So yes, so mostly these young girls are the ones they're kind of more affected than the adults. They feel it more. But whereas the adults, Andy, I'm standing today. I'm standing up. Anyway, so yeah, the adults they are yeah the adults they are affected. Don't get me wrong, they are affected. Oh, thank you, Kay. Yeah, they are affected, but the problem is that where the adults are more affected the more because they struggle because they don't have money. They don't have money all the time. The landlord is on their neck. They will come knocking on the door, boom, 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 boom. Mr. Wale, you're owing me 500,000 naira. Come on, where's my money? You see that kind of thing, and with all that stress, with the rent, and there's not been an okay today I'll buy my suppliers for school. Oh, okay, that's great. Um, so yeah, what I was saying is that so is mainly due to the stress of there not being money, and then the landlord turn up on your doorstep asking you for 500,000 naira that you need to give me my money now, and the woman will be saying that look that you know where I'm working, that they haven't they're owing me. They haven't paid me. They were supposed to pay me my salary towards the end of this towards the end of this month, and yet they've not paid my salary. So please, can you give me more time? Give me maybe give me at least like 2 to 3 weeks to gather the money, to see if I can talk to my boss to please release my salary so that I can pay you. And that kind of thing. But some of these landlords, some of them they can be quite reluctant, and they will say, okay, fine, I'll give you only 3 weeks. I'll give you 3 weeks. Go and sort yourself out. Go and get your salary and pay your rent, because I don't want to hear any more excuses. Because the next time you come to me and tell me that your boss hasn't paid your salary, no, I'm not going to take it. The next thing is that I'll gather my boys in battalion, and they'll come and bundle you and your kids out. And guys, you see the kind of stress that women have to face, simply because they don't have the money. They don't have the money to fend for themselves. They don't have the money to cater for themselves. Simply, because they don't have the money to fend for themselves. They don't have the money to cater for themselves. So the stress on them is too much. It is too much that they will eventually fall sick with what is happening. And in addition to that, there's not proper health care. There's not proper health care in Nigeria. You see, there is not proper health care. the only places that are manageable and affordable are these local roadside pharmacies that people have to rely on, simply because the hospital bills are very, very, very expensive, and and you'll be so marveled to hear that that you have to pay practically a quarter of a million naira just for your hospital bill, just for staying in the hospital for about 7 days, or maybe 1 week. No, not 1 week. About 2 weeks even. You'll be so amazed at, wow, that this kind of amount of money is too much. Is Yeah, it is. It's too much. This amount of money is too much. It is so much that this, with that kind of stress alone, it can actually cause a person to have hypertension, to have a breakdown, to have a nervous breakdown. It can actually cause a person to is it can actually cause a person's insanity to actually click, to actually go off, really, to be honest with you, because of all these problems that are happening in Nigeria, all these problems that are happening, that people are not being well taken care of. They're not being well taken care of because of money. And in addition to that, okay, wait, I'm leaving, don't worry, I'm coming. Okay, no worries, that's fine. In addition to that, also the private clinic, and another thing, the private clinics that they have in Nigeria there, is only people that are from abroad that can actually access those private clinics that has heaps of money, that are rich, that pours money, that sprays money anyhow into those private clinics. But what really baffles me, what really amazes me, is that, okay, these people that are millionaires, billionaires, or should I say even trillionaire? I don't even know whether if that one even exists or not. I don't know. What really amazes me is that they can actually have that kind of money to be pouring on these private clinics. But how about the citizens? How about the citizens of Nigeria? How about the whole states? How about the whole states of Nigeria? How about the Hi, welcome. Is it Sealy or okay? Yes, I do. I remember you. I remember you very, very well. Yes. So again, like I said, it really amazes me. Oh, okay. Thank you. Wow, welcome from Ghana. Wow, it is so lovely to have you on. So anyway, as I was saying, like, what really amazes me is that these people, these foreign people that has all this money, I'll be thinking that, okay, if they can have this money to spend on all these private clinics, how much more the citizens of Nigeria, how much more the citizens of other countries as well, not just Nigeria alone, but other African countries. But at the same time, Nigeria is one of them that they are affected. They are affected quite a lot with a lot of what is happening. That mostly these women that that are out there, these women that they hawk, they go out during the early hours of the morning. They'll go out, they'll hawk um, a whole manner of things, from groundnut to peanuts, groundnut to passion fruits to oranges to toothpaste. They'll hawk all manner of things on a tray, put it on their head, and they'll be walking around. They'll be walking around. Okay, guys, let me demonstrate something. Imagine this was my tray. Imagine this was my tray, and yeah, and then imagine this was my tray. This is exactly what I see whenever I go to Nigeria and actually have a holiday. So these women, they'll go out during the earliest hours of the morning. They'll go out, and then so as they're walking around, they'll be saying, they'll say, fresh oranges, come and get your fresh oranges. And then people that will come, they'll they'll pass, and it's like, yeah, come. So then the girl will come. So the girl will now go to the customer, and so she'll bring her tray down, and then she'll now show the customer the fresh oranges that they have, that she has on her tray. So then the customer will be asking, okay, how much? Okay, how much is this? How much is this orange? So she'll give them the prices. So she'll say that the small one is 200 naira. The medium one is 300 naira. The second to the middle is 400. Then the biggest one is like 700 naira. So then the customer will select and say, okay, can I take one of 700 naira? Okay. So now what the girl will do is she will take the one of 700 naira, take a carrier bag, then she'll take it, put it in the carrier bag, tie it, give it to the customer. Bear with me, guys. Give it to the customer, and and then the customer will be happy. But one thing I actually learned from that, wow, is that very young girl. Oh, okay. So that very young girl, she is a hustler. She is a hustler, and she's learning to fend for herself, because in Nigeria there's no good jobs, and even with all the good jobs that are there, the problem is that they don't just give the job easily like that. That's the problem. That is the problem of Nigeria. They don't give the jobs easily like that. In order to get a good job, the girl obviously has to sell herself, and by selling herself, the boss himself that knows quite well that he's married, he will actually have his way with that very girl. And this will actually be going on. It'll be going on for about 2 to 3 years. The boss will have his way with the girl, and then the girl will be saying that as far as you promise that you'll promote me to the assistant manager, I'm ready, that I can sell myself, and that kind of thing. But the problem is that at the end of the day, there's a repercussion. There's an end result to it, and that end result is that girl could end up being pregnant, and yet the boss he can go as far as even denying that pregnancy, and until that girl can terminate that pregnancy, and the girl will be saying that, look, that no, that our agreement is that that I sell myself to you for you to actually give me the position of the assistant manager. And then when the things don't actually go the way the girl wants, then it becomes blackmail. So what my point is, what I'm trying to actually elaborate is that when it comes to things like that, we should not that we actually should not allow we shouldn't allow a person to we shouldn't allow a person to actually have their way with you, especially when it comes to when it comes to getting a job, because it's not easy in Nigeria. That is what they are currently facing every single time that every time a girl graduates from the university over there, after they've suffered for about 4 years in university, they come out no job. Then all these high tech, high class office places. The problem is that they will not give the job out that easy. They won't give it. You have to give something to them in order for you to get the job. And it is really wrong. It is so wrong to actually have your way with a soon-to-be employee, just because maybe at home you're not the boss is not kind of getting the satisfaction that he needs. No, it is very wrong, and it is wrong, and it is really against the law. And one thing that I actually like about the UK here. One thing I like about the UK here, our system here works very well, and every little thing that happens here, it is a crime. It is a crime, and any little thing that is reported, you are in trouble. Sometimes I'll be thinking to myself that all this that they're doing in Nigeria, that they're looking for workers very well. They're looking for workers very well, but they're not making it easy for the soon-to-be workers. Rather, they want to have their way with them first to give them the job. Sometimes I'll be thinking that if they did this kind of thing in the UK, what will happen? that is what I always been wondering and thinking to myself, that what will happen if they ever think they can try that kind of rubbish that they do in Nigeria in the UK. And they know that if they were in the UK here and they actually tried that, they know that worker immediately will escalate it, take it to the next level, take it to employment tribunal, report the matter, and that person will be in prison. So in a nutshell, it is against the law for a boss, whether if you're the highest boss, whether if you're the CEO, no matter what you are, it is against the law to actually have your way with a worker in order to give them a job. That is against the law, and that person can easily go down for that. So it is not good. So mainly what I'm saying is that that is one of the major problems, and one of the things that women and girls need to do, they need to fight on that matter. They need to fight on that matter because it is a it is a violation, is actually a violation to them, is a violation to their privacy, is a violation to their body, that they that a CEO of the company or the manager or assistant manager wants to hire you, but he's not going to give you the job just like that. That you have to give something to him in order to, in order for him to hire you. No, that's one of the major problems in Nigeria, and that's where that is where the equality comes in, and that's where it needs to be. It needs to be dealt with. That's where these kind of issues, it needs to be dealt with. So now, so I've done some more findings, and also yes, I remember, guys, I told you that I will find out what country doesn't allow women and girls to be educated. So I've checked and I found out that it's Afghanistan. Guys, you see that? You see? That's one. Yes, that's one of the major problems. Women are being. It's just like, how would I put it? It's just like where women and girls are being treated as if they're nothing, just because that these women and girls want to be educated. But again, like I said earlier on, we have the right to be educated any day, any time. We as women, yeah, we want to be educated because we want to be better for the sake of our family, for the sake of our children, mostly our little children that are growing. We want to be educated for them. But the problem is that certain countries are hindering that from happening, and like I said, Afghanistan is one of them. And that's where the problem is. That is where the problem is. That why is that? Sometimes I will think to myself that, wow, why would Afghanistan not allow their women and girls to be educated? That's what I'll be wondering to myself. Why wouldn't they allow them to be educated? That is the question. That is the question that is ringing in my mind. It's ringing in my mind every time. And yeah, I don't have the answer to that, but maybe if I think, maybe I'll probably find it. But the point is that we are individuals, we are women, we are girls, and we have the right to be educated, we have the right to have a free life, we have the right to be free from domestic violence, to be free from injustice. We have the right to be free from the justice system. We have the right to be free, to be able to be able to work. We have the right to work. We do. We have the right to work, but at the same time, the good thing about working is that it actually helps. It actually does assist your partner. Yeah, it helps. It helps when two people are working because the money will combine together, it will be joined together, and you'll be able to do the things that you need to do. But how can that happen when where the load is just on one person? No, it can't work that way. It can't work that way. Two people need to, yeah, two people need to work together and assist themselves, especially with a lot of things that you have to pay for, a lot of things that you have to pay for, mostly the rent and the food, and then also taking care of the children as well, meeting their every demand, meeting their every need. But the problem is that how is it going to work when it's just one person? No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. There's no way it's going to work. So it is important that women and girls, it is important that we know our rights, and our rights are to live free, to live a free life, to be free from domestic violence, to be free from the justice system, to work and support the family. Yeah, we have the right to do that. Now, also, so I also found out that 1.3 billion, so 1.3 billion people living in extreme poverty around the world are 2/3 of women and girls. So, gender equality is important to the society, and the facts about gender equality. So again, 1.3 billion people, you see, are suffering in abject poverty, and is mostly women and girls. So you see, because of the way the country is being ruled by the president of the country, the way the country is being ruled, that is why there is so much abject poverty, and women and girls are suffering the more. They are suffering so much because no money to feed, no money to pay the rent, no money to buy water, no money to buy the essential things that they need. There isn't any money. There isn't money simply because the president of the country decides that he wants to be greedy. He wants to be greedy and to suffer the whole citizens and make them suffer by putting them in abject poverty. Not nice. It is not nice. Guys, tell me, guys, are you in agreement with me? Is it right? Is it right for a president of a country to suffer their entire citizens and put them in abject poverty? Tell me, guys, is it right? Because if it is, then he continues doing what he's doing. But if it's not right, then women and girls need to get their bandana, tie it on their head. They need to get their boom mic, get their posters. Just like I said earlier on, they need to get their bandana, tie it on their head. They need to get their boom mic and get that big poster, that big massive paper poster, and write in black ink, write and say that we women and girls, we are not happy. We are not happy with the way the country is being run. We are not happy with it. We are not happy. We are concerned. We are concerned citizens, and this needs to stop. This needs to stop. You need to rule our country properly. Otherwise, you stand down and let someone else take over. So that's what these women and girls need to do. They should. So if I were the women and girls right now, what I would do is that I will actually take my bandana, take it, tie it on my head. I'll even get rope. I'll even get rope as well. Let me use something as an example of rope. Hold on. Guys, imagine this is my rope. So I'll take my rope. I'll take the hip. I'll take my rope, and I'll take my rope. I'll take my bandana. Then I'll take my boom mic, and I'll take my boom mic, my poster, and then write. And then I will definitely write that I am a concerned citizen. I am not happy with the way my country is being ruled. And if you cannot rule the country the right way, then you need to stand down and let someone else take over. Let someone else take over who is educated and understands the country 10 times better. Let us be free to have money to fend for our family. Let us to be free to live the life that we need. So that is what I will do. That is exactly what I will do. So I'll definitely I'll actually be ready. I'll be ready. I'll be ready, just like kind of like where not that I'm gonna cause war. No, I'll be ready. I'll be ready, like kind of where I'm in the martial arts kind of the martial arts kind of mode. I mean, I'll be ready with with my martial arts, and then I'll say to them that, look, that if you do not rule this country properly, then you need to stand down. You need to stand down and let someone else take over. If not, I'm ready. Not that, guys, not that I'll actually do that. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't actually do that. I would definitely not do that. So I would definitely not do that. I'm just kind of showing you guys that if that was me, yeah, that's the level of how angry. That's the level of actually how angry I am. That's the level that I'm showing you guys, that how angry I am with the way Nigeria is being ruled, with the way certain African countries is being ruled. Yeah, that is the level of how angry I am. But one thing I can never do is, no, I will never ever box the president. No way, I won't do that. Never ever. So I know that probably you guys are probably wondering that, wow, that really, will Adez really do this? I know that you kind of think, but no way, I will not do that. It's just to show you guys that I'm really highly angry with the way these countries are being ruled, because we are individuals. We are individuals, and we need to stand. We need to stand on our human rights, and the way that can happen is that we need the confidence. We need to be bold. We need people to back us up. Yeah. And again, just like I said earlier on, that is one thing I like about the UK here, that the Yorubas and the Yorubas and the Igbos, they'll come, they'll come together. They'll come together and protest. They'll go and meet in a certain location in London, and they'll come prepared. They'll come with their attire. They'll come with their some of them will come in natives, while some of them will come in jeans and t-shirt, and then and then they'll have the picture, the image of the president on the t-shirt, and then they have all their equipment ready, their boom mic, the other little I've forgotten what they call that. I've forgotten what they call that other. There's another one as well that you actually speak that you actually speak through it. It's kind of like a mic in a way. It's kind of like a mic, but it's actually similar. It has it has something on the outside that is attached to it, and then when you're speaking, the whole the the whole of the city can actually hear you. So it's kind of similar to a mic and a boom mic, but it's just like it's very 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 loud. But so what they will do, they will come together. They'll all come together every year, meet in a certain location, and they'll protest. They'll protest about what is currently happening in Nigeria, what is currently happening in other African countries as well. What's happening? Yeah, they will come. Even like the other African countries, like for example, like Guinea Republic. Yeah, some of them will come. Some of them will come out. Some of them will come out, and they'll protest. They'll protest to the whole. Yeah, they'll protest. They're on their own in groups. They'll protest, and then talking. They'll be talking. They'll be talking amongst themselves, but at the same time, their message across to the whole citizens. But it's entirely up to them if they want to be a part of it. It's entirely up to them. But and which they always do. They always mostly these and see what is happening, and then also assist them as well. But my whole point is that women and girls right now, we need to be bold, confident. We need to be we need to be bold, confident. Come out and speak out, because like I said earlier on, that if you do not speak out and spread the message viral, nobody is gonna know. No one is going to know. No one is going to know what is going on. And the only way that can happen is that you come out, be bold, be confident, come out and say what the problem is, and let the whole nation gather, let the whole nation come and assist. Yeah. But if you actually sit there and if you sit there out of fear, then how's it gonna work? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So one thing as women and girls that you need to have is a girl. You were born from a woman, so nobody has the right to threaten you. No one has the right to scare you. They don't have that right to do that. They don't have that right to do that because they too were born from a woman. Express your opinion, your feelings, your concern about the way your country is being ruled. No one has the right to do that. They don't have the right to do that. And also, like I said as well, so come out confident, come out bold and to actually let let's remember, like I said earlier on, is that in all of this, um, before you actually kind of start this whole thing, remember, yeah, what was that word? Yeah, what was that word that I used? A hand, yes. Um, yeah, before you start this whole um, rampage, yes, before you start this whole rampage, remember one thing is to commit it to God. Commit it to God and tell God what the problem is. Tell God the problem that you're facing, and that you're not happy with the way the country's been ruled. That God, please take away this president, or take away this president of Nigeria, and replace him with someone else. So yeah, take it to God. Take it to God and let God be in the forefront. Let him be in the forefront. Let him take control. Let him speak. Let him spread the message on your behalf while you take guidance from God. Let him, yes, arrange your work, as in the background work. Let him do it while also you take guidance. Let God direct you on how to handle this matter. Let God direct you. It's very, very important before going on the rampage. Because you do not want to go on a rampage and then it doesn't go the way you want it to. You don't want that at all. So it's better for you go on any rampage and just to get your message heard, commit it to God first and let him take control. And one more thing, women and girls, it's not an easy process. It's not an easy process. It's a long, but in a way it's not. But again, commit it to God and let him take control. And please be bold, be confident, and let God take full control of this problem. Again, just commit it to him and tell him how it's really bothering you, how it's affecting you physically, mentally, emotionally, and let him know how it's let him know how it's really bothering you a lot, and you're not able to fend for yourself, you're not able to feed, you don't have the money to pay your rent. So commit it to God and let him take full control, and be bold and confident, and do not allow yourself to suffer in silence. Don't allow yourself to suffer in silence just because a person is threatening you to wipe out the whole of your family. No, that person, he can't dare try it. He or she, they can't dare try it, because they can't dare try it. It's only just threats. It's only just word of mouth. They think that just because the system of Nigeria is not working, they think that the system of other African countries is not working. They feel that, oh, okay, that yeah, because the systems are not working, that okay, they can get away with it. But no, you can't get away with it, because somebody has seen you. Someone has actually seen you, and this God in heaven has actually seen what is going on, and you can't escape from him. You can't escape from him at all. So in essence, what I'm trying to say, women and girls, no matter what they say to you, don't let them to threaten you. Don't let them to intimidate you. Again, commit it to God. Commit it to God, and he will take full control, and he will definitely wipe away those bad people, those people that are trying to those people that are trying to be a problem to you, he will wipe them all away. So commit it to God, and yeah, everything will be okay. Anyway, guys, so yeah, we have come to the end of the live. And before I go, please don't fail to subscribe, comment, thumb up, to like me, share with your friends and your colleague, and as many people as you feel that will benefit from this. And also, guys, like I said, we will be talking about women's human rights. So we're going to be talking about this for quite a while, on different topics of the matter. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna love you all and leave you, and do enjoy the rest of your day. And again, please don't fail to subscribe, comment, thumb up, do like me, share with your friends and your colleague, and as many people as you feel that will benefit from this. Once again, is your girl Adez. See you all tomorrow.